2020 has been an historic year. We've endured a presidential election, racial tensions, and a life altering pandemic. This domino effect of major events has put a strain on everyone and exposed the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of society.
I I grew up in a southern state. Um, so I mean, I wouldn't say I was sheltered from racism. So it's not like a surprise to see that people are racist. Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of us know that people have it in them, and sometimes we're shocked to see who it is that says stuff. But a lot of times it's not really the shock that they said it or of what they said because we've been through this for how many years now.
In spite of all this anger, loss, and grief, there are still lessons to be learned and there is still hope for a better tomorrow.
From this year, I've learned that we still have a lot of work to do as a country, as people. Um, and, you know, I think I've learned that sometimes we want to live in this perfect world, and sometimes well, personally for myself, I've always wanted to live in a perfect world and, not be, I don't want to say not be aware, but, you know, believe that everyone had a good side to them. And I would want to try to ignore racism in a way, but I think like from this year, I've learned a lot that you can't ignore it because it is what it is. It's very prevalent, and it's based in political views, religious views, everything. And people will try to attack you for certain things that they may not understand or they may not like.
The most important thing to remember about being human is that you are human. You have emotions, you have feelings, you feel pain, you feel triggers, you feel everything.
Based on the things that have happened this year with everything that's going on, I think um hmm, it's hard because it's I feel like it's easy to go into a negative mind space. It's harder, I feel like, sometimes to be optimistic and positive about things. But I personally want to be optimistic and say that we will eventually get to a point.
I definitely do believe that we could get to that point of loving one another as we should, the way it's intended. But I think it's going to take more than just saying it. It's going to take more than just words. It's going to take actions.
There will always be a divide between people, regardless if it's based on race or, political views, religious views. So I mean, it just depends.
One thing to remember is that we are human and we're going to make mistakes and we're going to fail. But there's always, if you wake up, if you're not dead, then you're not done. So there's one more day after it, and um, another day to fix those mistakes and to make things new and to make things better. But that's also the gift of life, too, as humans, is that we have that opportunity. Don't waste it.
I've learned that as a person, I have to personally evolve and become a better, somewhat example for, I mean, past, our future generations, and just like realize that we live in the world we live in, and what can I do, or what can we all do as people to create a better future for ourselves.